Welcome to a brand new season of Ink Differently, the podcast that dives into the vibrant world of personalized product decoration. I'm Rhonda, your host and education manager here at Sawgrass. In each episode, I'll be chatting with the amazing minds behind Sawgrass, as well as talented Sawgrass users just like you. Together, we'll uncover inspiring stories, expert tips, and the cutting-edge innovation that makes Sawgrass the industry leader in sublimation printing and customized product design. Whether you're a seasoned pro or just getting started, this season is packed with creativity, community, and game-changing insights you won't want to miss. Our guest today is, well, I always say one of my favorite people in the building, but she's also my boss. Please welcome Dimple Patel. Thank you so much for joining us today, Dimple.
Thank you for having me.
All right, so we're going to start with some get to know you questions just so everyone knows you a little bit better.
Okay.
So today we're going to play a round of Would You Rather.
Nice.
Yeah. Would you rather have Dolly Parton or Billie Eilish's wardrobe?
Dolly Parton.
Dolly Parton, why?
Because she's just sassy and full of life and character.
Okay. All right. Would you rather have the ability to see 10 minutes into the future or 150 years into the future?
10 minutes into the future.
Yeah, so just see what's about to happen.
What's about to happen, because then it can impact the next 150 years.
Yeah. Would you rather live under the sea or in space?
In space.
I knew that would be your answer. Would you rather have eyes in the back of your head or the ability to taste with your fingers?
Eyes in the back of my head. And oddly enough, as much traveling as I have done, specifically in the Asia region, it's partly because my dad used to always say, make sure you keep your eyes in the back of your head open.
Oh, right. Yeah. Keep your head on swivel.
Yes.
All right. Would you rather buy 10 things you don't need every time you go shopping or always forget the one thing you need when you go to the store? This one's going to be a tough one for you because you don't like clutter.
So, you know me so well, Rhonda. I would say I would rather forget the one thing, because if I forgot that one thing, I didn't need it that badly.
True. Very true. Okay. Would you rather be 11 feet tall or 9 inches tall?
Okay. I love this question because for those of you who don't know, I am the shortest one in the building, probably ever. At Sawgrass.
Yeah, I would say that.
So I would love to be 11 feet tall just to know what the view is from 11 feet instead of, we won't say how tall I am.
Okay, all right. Would you rather have 100 duck-sized elephants or 1 elephant-sized duck?
Wow. I would probably, in the spirit of great things come in small packages, say 100 duck-sized elephants.
I think 100 duck-sized elephants would be adorable.
An elephant-sized duck would be terrifying.
As much as we run from geese around here, I can't even imagine.
Oh, that is so true.
Okay, we'll end with this one. Would you rather be the cowboy riding the bull or the clown who distracts it?
The cowboy riding the bull.
Yeah. You wouldn't want to be in front of the bull?
No.
All right. Well, thank you so much for playing along today, Dimple. All right. So tell us a little bit about yourself. How did you come to work at Sawgrass, and how long have you been here?
So I started working at Sawgrass 11 years ago, June the 20th, 2025. How I ended up here was a very interesting journey. I used to work in the smartphone industry, and we were the first company that actually created customized, personalized smartphone cases with an accompanying website that allowed you to either upload an image or We had featured well-known artists globally who would have their artwork on, and you could add a name and do some fun things like that. At that point, it was limited as to what you could do. But we then had gone to the infamous CES show, and we had won some awards there for that technique in personalization and customization of smartphones. And we had actually won a Webby Award for the website that we had created. And at that point, I had no idea that I would ever come work for Sawgrass, but a couple of years later, here I am because of the love of chemistry and science and the passion to assort beautiful things. Sawgrass allowed me to bring my techie side with my creative side together to develop some fun, creative things that now our customers love and enjoy. So lo and behold, at the point we did the custom cases, we were using Sawgrass inks and did not realize that until I actually started working here.
Awesome. So tell us a little bit about your role here and kind of describe an average day.
My role here is I work with an amazing team that makes my job so much easier and so much fun. We have some folks in our UK Sheffield office that are on our product team, as well as our tech support team. And we have an amazing team here in the US at our headquarters here in Charleston as well. For me, the part that I enjoy about walking in every day is the fact that it's like walking into a startup. We are a very mature company of 37 plus years, but we have a very entrepreneurial spirit and a very visionary CEO that is chasing innovation and allows us to think outside of the box on a regular basis. So no day is the same. Every day is, let's say, some days are more challenging than others, but regardless, with the right team, we overcome anything and everything to bring the best things to our users.
Okay, so our software has changed a lot over the years. Tell us a little bit about the software we offered when you got here and where you've seen it progress.
Okay. So when we first started as a company, we did not offer software at all. We were offering inks. We then added hardware. Our amazing printers, the SG 400, 800. We then paired it with software to bring value to our customers with the ability and the vision to create a whole product solution where they would design with us, they would actually print with us, with our inks, with our printers, and then also be able to decorate the products that they love. So when I first began, software was very much in its infancy, but we started out with design software that was definitely not where it is today. So specifically to software, when we first began the journey, we wanted to introduce a piece of software that would allow our users to easily design and be able to print using our printers. So the evolution of software has been interesting, and everything that we do here at Sawgrass is really focused around customer feedback. Everything that we build, all the feedback that we get, we are always listening so that we can make improvements along the way year over year. So we took that piece of software and consistently kept improving it, improving it, and improving it. There is also an element to the software with the printers that was added, which is our print utility tool, which has also evolved night and day, I would say.
So we recently upgraded both the design tool and the print utility.
Yes.
What do you think, or what would you say we did differently this time around? And I think you kind of just started the answer.
We actually involved our customers in the development of the tool. So at the very beginning, we did round tables to make sure that what we were hearing through our support tickets coming in, through our sales team feedback, through our dealer feedback, that we were hearing them correctly, and the connective tissue there was really doing roundtables with our community. So we conducted roundtables to validate that what we thought we heard was in fact what we heard. And then we went to work, not alone, on our own, but we went to work with those focused customers that we spoke to involved along the way. So the effort to get to where we are today was probably 24 months in total. Starting with the roundtable, as we iteratively developed the new design tool and the new Sawgrass print utility, we actually involved the customer through the testing process to gain feedback along the way, to polish, to tweak, to adjust, to modify, to meet the needs of the community that was using our product today and felt it needed to be different.
Yeah, let's talk a little bit about our software and our various customers, because we have very different users. So what role do you see our software playing with that person who does stuff for friends and family and then sells occasionally? Where does our software really fit for them?
Yeah, so here's the beauty of the design tool and print utility. Both have a very simplistic user interface, UI, UX, and the ability to modify and customize each to what your workflow and what your needs are. So we built the software with not only a newcomer and a novice in mind, but also a production facility in mind. So how do we address very different customer segments? We do it in a very simple way. One, we build the software for our major segment, which includes anybody from a crafter to a side hustler to a business owner, entrepreneur. Then we allow our enterprise customers to be able to customize the software with us directly to fit into their existing workflows. Which actually allows us to be able to ensure that we're servicing both new crafters, side hustlers, and making sure that our production customers also have the benefit of an industrial compact printer being able to print the quality that they would get from a large format printer out the space.
Yeah, so for those hobbyists, we have things like presets, so they're not having to make decisions.
Yes.
And then we have options in the settings for those industrial customers, such as the ability to print to more than one printer at once.
Correct, or quick folders, so that you can save print jobs for specific companies and quickly be able to reproduce orders.
Yeah, so it really then, I guess you're saying that with this piece of software, we listen to a little bit of everyone to build something that works well for them.
We did.
What tips do you have for our users to make sure they're getting the most out of our software platform?
I would say it starts with, at the very beginning, at the point you actually get that magic in a box. Joining the onboarding session, I would highly encourage it, because you're going to learn so much more in that 45-minute session that will save you time in the long run, including simple things of how do you use the design tool, to how do you, what is auto maintenance, which is one of the key features of our actual printer, and how can I get the solution to make money for me or with me. So I would start with the onboarding. The next thing that I think is really important for the new user is to consistently stay engaged with our community, which is very strong and very helpful with one another. We also have our Learn with Sawgrass series, which consistently we look at what content we need to provide to our users to continue nurturing them and making sure that they're able to grow with us and making sure we're continuing to meet the needs of what they are trying to accomplish. And then last but not least, we do have our knowledge base, which has brilliant articles and videos, our YouTube channel. We also have our technical support. The biggest thing is, I would say we provide the most number of resources to be able to offer not only help, but to more importantly allow you to grow from being, whether it's just your passion or whether you're looking to profit from your passion, a plethora of resources to be able to do both and enable you.
I think that's something that you and I have worked hard on over the last few years, is making sure that no matter how you like to absorb information, it's there in that form, whether it's a video, whether it's an article, whether it's a person to assist you.
Yes.
We've tried to make all of that available so there's something for everybody.
That's so true. Finally, we brought it to light.
Finally. All right, so finally, what excites you the most about the future of software here at Sawgrass?
I think what excites me the most is that you're going to be seeing on our upcoming roadmap a couple of new additions, whether it is in the hardware space or specifically in the software space. Today, we have some neat features in our software. One of the best upgrades that we get feedback on is the fact that Sawgrass Print Utility enables customers who are used to using specific design tools to be able to print those straight through Print Utility and not necessarily have to use our design tool to enable to do that. So that connectivity is going to get a lot tighter with well-known programs in the market that people love and enjoy using and have gained traction incredibly over the past couple of years. So you'll see some fun features coming into play there. I do know our software dev team is constantly working and making sure that our performance is improving on a regular, ongoing basis. So I know we're excited to release some fun things there, and speed and performance is going to continue to improve.
Yeah, so I did say last question, but I'm going to throw one extra one in there because, well, I get to. Tell us a little bit about the software development team. So what are you the most proud of about the way we go about developing software these days?
Here's what I'm most proud of. I think we have gone from a team that thought we knew what the customers wanted to a team that is not afraid to ask the customers that we serve what they would like to see and then go to work. The quality assurance that we put into the software at the point that it's released is not something that happens with most companies. We do take pride in releasing software releases on a regular basis, but they are thoroughly tested. And yes, there is always going to be bugs because software is just, it's the nature of software. It doesn't matter how small or big of a company or how small or big of a software you have created. But I think the proudest piece is that we have the process that we use for software development is very defined and regimented to ensure that we provide the best software out there for our users.
Yeah, so I think that's the word that we've always used for our ink development, is how much we quality check, and the quality piece is so important, and it's good to see that evolving into our software as well.
It is. I think that's well said, quality and consistency.
That's kind of our company motto is quality and consistency.
Exactly.
Well, Dimple, thank you so much for joining us for a few minutes today.
Thank you. It's been fun.
Thanks for joining us for this episode of Ink Differently. We'll drop a new episode the second and fourth Fridays of every month. But don't worry, you can catch us other times as well. Join us for our live workshops on our YouTube channel every Tuesday and Wednesday. Until then, have a great day. Bye-bye.